would say if I were to find a flashing check engine light when I started up my car in the morning for my daily commute to work. But luckily for me, I wasn't at home when I found the flashing check engine light. I was a half-hour drive from home. So naturally, I drove that half hour back home in a car that was brum, brum, brum. I don't know what's wrong, but let's find out how badly I messed up my engine. Welcome to LemonAID. So after I pulled over, once I saw the giant flashing Christmas ornament, I pulled out my handy dandy OBD2 scanner, because when you buy insurance auction cars, this is kind of something you need on hand, along with tools, which I keep in my garage. Anyways, I pulled it out, plugged it in, got a code, P0302, which is a misfire in cylinder 2. I've had this happen before, not this bad, but it was cylinder 3, I believe, and it was just an ignition coil. So my wife picked one up for me on our way home from school, so we'll replace that, and hopefully that is it. Right. So, which one of these 4 cylinders is cylinder 2, you might be wondering? Sure would be nice if it was on this bank over here. Just not easily accessible, but it sure is more accessible than this. No, it's over here. This is cylinder 2. Right along here. Hereabouts. Alright, so good news. You can see the coil packs. I don't know if you can make that out really, but that bit down there, that thing, that is coil pack number 4. We want number 2. Bollocks. Where is it? Alright, well maybe not good news, because... Oh, wait. There. It is. What a beautiful, focused image. Right. So that 10mm bolt there will need to come off. I can find a way to get it off. I don't know if you're seeing this, but I don't think my hand's going to fit in there. Wish me luck.
Right, so the first thing that I tried to do was to give myself a little bit more wiggle room. And to do that, I started off by removing that big hunk of metal there. I think it was the fuel rail cover. I believe it was that. I tried removing it, but as you can see there's some lines there. I think there were AC lines that were kind of making it hard to remove, but luckily they had some plastic guides that were holding them in place. That was pretty easy to remove, and then I had to remove the strut support brace. Then I was able to remove that big hunk of metal and give myself some more wiggle room for my big fat hands to get in there and eventually remove that 10mm bolt.
Alright, take a look at this. So, it's been about an hour or so getting off just the bolt that's holding in the ignition coil. But as you see here, that there is the ignition coil sitting on the sidewall, not able to come out. Very cool, Subaru. Very cool. I think I can flex it enough to get it out of there, but oh my gosh, that is fun. Got the old one out. However, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there would appear to be oil. Doesn't smell like gas, but yeah, that's probably not good. Right. Onward. Alright, so let's see if we can see what's in there. That doesn't look right. Right, so after looking that up, looks like I might have a head gasket failure, or the seal for the spark plug and the valve cover. I think there's a gasket for there and that could fail as well. Either way, I cannot do that tonight, so the new one's gonna go in and we will pray that it doesn't keep misfiring. Please.
After not hearing any more misfires, no apparent rod knock, and not seeing any more oil leaks, I started to reinstall all the other components back on, getting ready for the commute to work tomorrow and praying that I would be able to make it.
Right, so that took about 3 hours for one ignition coil. I love Subarus, man. They're just so easy to work on and there's just not a fuss at all. Good old boxer engines. I can't wait to get a Porsche.